and velocity, right? So this is basically called the class ninth motion chapter number 8 of our NCRT book. So today we are going to study about speed and velocity. Before we are going to start speed and velocity, I just want to tell you some things about distance and displacement that we have covered in the previous video, because in order to understand speed and velocity we should have the basic understanding of distance and displacement. Okay, so distance, I have told you that it's a kind of specific path which is traveled by the body, right? And displacement, I have told you, it is the shortest path which a body can travel, or it is the shortest path in some of the cases. Basically it is the shortest path only, right? Body will travel it or not. Okay. The other point that I have told you, distance is without direction. It has only magnitude, right? And displacement is with direction. That means I have to tell the direction and magnitude both. Then I am talking about displacement. ये main point है that we have to use in speed and velocity, right? So the speed is the measurement of distance traveled by a body per unit time is called speed. So basically, what is speed? The measurement of distance traveled by the body. Distance means I'm talking about only magnitude. When it covers only magnitude, that's speed, right? So speed is distance traveled upon time taken, that is s upon t. Don't get worried what is s. S is not speed. S here is distance traveled, right? Distance traveled is denoted by s, not v. V is speed over here and t is time taken. The SI unit is meter per second. What's the SI unit? It's meter per second, right? So it is same for both speed and velocity. The formula will also same. The SI unit will also be the same. There is slightly change in the formula, like it speed is distance traveled, so velocity is displacement traveled, right? Now you might have understood what is the basic difference between speed and velocity. Don't worry, I will explain you more. So if a body is executing uniform motion, then there will be constant speed. That means अगर बॉडी का एक यूनिफॉर्म मोशन है, यूनिफॉर्म मोशन मीन्स इट इज ट्रैवल इक्वल डिस्टेंस इन इक्वल इंटरवल्स ऑफ टाइम, तो उसका स्पीड कांस्टेंट रहेगा. इट्स वेरी ऑब्वियस, राइट? बट इफ अ बॉडी इज नॉट ट्रैवलिंग इक्वल डिस्टेंस इन इक्वल इंटरवल्स ऑफ टाइम, दैट मीन्स बॉडी कहीं ब्रेक मार रहा है, राइट? सो उसकी स्पीड कहीं ना कहीं चेंज हो रही है. दैट इज नोन एज नॉन यूनिफॉर्म मोशन, एंड इन दैट केस स्पीड विल नॉट रिमेन सेम. सो average speed will describe one single value of the speed throughout the motion of the body. Average speed क्या होती है? मतलब कितनी कितनी स्पीड गई. मैं एवरेज स्पीड की बात नहीं कर रहा था पहले. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट ओनली स्पीड. नाउ व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट एवरेज स्पीड इज, हमने 1 आवर सपोज डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल किया. विद इन दैट 1 आवर व्हाट अमाउंट ऑफ स्पीड वी हैव मेंटेन्ड, राइट? सपोज बीच में ब्रेक भी लग रही है, ऐसा नहीं होता दैट वी आर कॉन्टिन्यूसली ट्रैवलिंग एट द सेम स्पीड. कभी 60 भी हो रही है, 70 भी हो रही है, 50 भी हो रही है, 10 भी हो रही है. सो द एवरेज ऑफ ऑल द स्पीड्स upon total time taken, that is known as average speed, right? So sum of the distance traveled, that means total distance traveled upon total time taken, that will give us the average speed. Okay. Conversion factor. What is conversion factor? Basically how we convert kilometer per hour to meter per second, right? Suppose हमें speed दे रहा है या velocity दे रहा है kilometer per hour में, we have to convert it into meter per second, right? So that is 1000 meter, because 1 kilometer means 1000 meter, right? And 1 hour means 3600 seconds. So 1000 by 3600 you will get 5 upon 18 meter per second, right? We can use this, and we will use this. So this is basically some simple numericals related to the speed. So let's understand that. What will be the speed of the body in meter per second and kilometer per hour if it travels 40 kilometers in 5 hours? So distance traveled is 40 kilometers, time is 5 hours. So speed formula is total distance traveled upon time taken. That is 40 by 5, that is 8 kilometer per hour. But they have talked in meter per second also. So they have asked in meter per second also. So 8 kilometer per hour we have to convert it in meter per second, right? So 40 kilometer means 1000 we have to multiply. So kilometer means one kilometer means 1000 meters. So 40,000 meter will be there. And 5 hours means 5 into 60 into 60, that is 3600 seconds. That is 3600 into 5, right? Okay. Now total speed in this case will be total distance traveled upon time taken, total distance will be 40,000, and total time taken will be 50 into 60 into 60, right? So we have divided both the things. 80 by 36, that is 2.22 meter per second. Okay, that's the approximate value. We have to take up to two decimal places. Now let's study about velocity. It is the speed of the body in given direction. Velocity स्पीड से कैसे डिफरेंट है, आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू इन दिस वीडियो ओनली दैट वेलोसिटी में डायरेक्शन और मैग्नीट्यूड दोनों होते हैं, बट व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट speed it has only magnitude, right? So velocity has direction, magnitude both, so it is the speed of a body in given direction, or you can say velocity is the directed speed, right? So velocity is equal to displacement upon time. Speed में distance upon time था and velocity is displacement upon time, right? So in case of displacement upon time, displacement means magnitude and direction both. That's why I've changed here, right? So velocity is a vector quantity because it contains magnitude and direction both, and speed is a scalar quantity. Obviously, its value changes, velocity value changes when either its magnitude or direction changes. So obviously, अगर आप एक सर्कुलर पाथ में स्लाइटली सर्कुलर टर्न लेते हैं, यू टर्न यू आर टेकिंग, so you have to decrease your speed in order to change your direction. If you will continue in the same speed, then you can meet with an accident and it can be harmful for you, right? Okay. So for non-uniform motion in a given line, average velocity will be calculated in the same way as done in the average speed. Okay. So average velocity will be initial velocity is equal to final velocity, plus final velocity upon 2. That is, V average will be U plus V upon 2. U will be initial velocity, V will be final velocity. So SI unit of velocity will be same, that is meter per second. Now velocity is displacement upon time, right? Okay, now let's do certain numericals related to this topic. So one more thing, velocity can be positive, negative as well as zero, right? But speed will always remain positive or zero. So during first half of the journey by a body, it travels with a speed of 40 km per hour. In the next half, it travels with a speed of 20 km per hour. Calculate the average speed for the whole journey. So V1 will be 40 km per hour. The second V2 will be 20 km per hour. So V1 plus V2. Or you can say this is U initial speed, or you can say this is V, that is final speed. 40 plus 20 U plus V by 2, that is 60 upon 2. Here you have to write 20, right? 60 upon 2. There is slightly error over here. It will be, I'm correcting it over here only. Here you have to write 20, right? Okay. So now it's 60 by 2, that is 30 kilometer per hour, right? Okay. So next is a car travel 20 km in the first hour and 40 km in the second hour and 30 km in the third hour. So you can say this is not a constant speed, so we have to apply the velocity formula only. So first hour they have traveled 20 kilometers, second hour they have traveled 40, third hour they have traveled 30, right? So 30 plus 40 plus 30, total distance traveled upon total time taken, that is 3 hours, right? So the answer will be 90 by 3, that is 30 kilometer per hour. I hope you have understood. If you haven't, just watch it again and listen to the wordings carefully, right? Okay. Next is acceleration. Acceleration is seen in non-uniform motion. It can be defined as the rate of change of velocity with respect to time. Non-uniform motion ही क्यों? Because अगर हम accelerate कर रहे हैं तो हमारा speed चेंज हो रहा है कॉन्टिन्यूसली, राइट? सो दैट इज वेलोसिटी हमारा कॉन्टिन्यूसली चेंज हो रहा है, कभी ब्रेक लग रही है कभी तेज हो रहा है, दैट इज बेसिकली नॉन यूनिफॉर्म मोशन. सो एक्सेलरेशन इज ऑलवेज नॉन यूनिफॉर्म मोशन. इट कैन बी डिफाइंड एज अ रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ वेलोसिटी विद रिस्पेक्ट टू टाइम. यहाँ पे हम स्पीड का यूज नहीं कर सकते. So acceleration is equal to change in velocity upon time taken, that is v minus u upon t. V means final velocity, that is जो accelerate होने के बाद हुई है, and u is initial velocity जो accelerate होने से पहले थी. For example, आप एक्टिवा ड्राइव कर रहे हैं तो स्टार्टिंग में उसका इनिशियल वेलोसिटी क्या था? 0, बिकॉज एक्टिवा इज स्टैंडिंग ओवर देयर, राइट? देन यू अचीव द वेलोसिटी ऑफ 20 किलोमीटर पर आवर. So 20 minus 0 upon t, that is how much time you have taken. Suppose 10 seconds. So that is time taken. So v minus u upon t, that's a formula for solving such kind of questions. So retardation, right? Retardation means deceleration. Deceleration means आप पीछे जा रहे हैं, right? Non-uniform motion here during decrease in velocity with time. It has same direction as acceleration. Okay, deceleration is equal to change in velocity upon time taken. That is v minus u upon t. It's the same thing, but the thing is बैकवर्ड डायरेक्शन में हो रही है. रिटार्डेशन मीन्स जैसे आप नाइन्थ क्लास यू आर गोइंग टू स्टडी अबाउट गन रिकॉइलिंग ऑफ द गन. इन एट्थ क्लास ऑल्सो माइट बी यू हैव स्टडीड द सेम. सो जब गन रिकॉइल होती है, व्हाट हैपेंस इन दैट केस, गन आपको एक जग प्रोवाइड करती है. दैट्स वी कॉल एज रिटार्डेशन. दैट्स अ नेगेटिव एक्सेलरेशन बिकॉज वेलोसिटी आगे की तरफ लगी, बट काम कहाँ हुआ, पीछे की तरफ. एक्सेलरेट पीछे की तरफ हुई, राइट. ओके, जैसे bullet is fired in front, but gun has received a velocity or the negative acceleration at the back side, and you get a jerk on your shoulder. That's retardation. Retardation means deceleration that is always negative, right? So a speed of car increases from 40 km per hour to 60 km per hour in 5 seconds. Calculate the acceleration of the car. So you will be 40 initial speed and we will be 60 km per hour. That is the final speed time. They have given you 5 seconds. So v minus u upon t, acceleration is equal to v minus u upon t. That's the formula. So 16.66 minus 11.11. अब आप ये सोच रहे होंगे सर 40 और 60 दे रहा था, आपने ये कैसे ले लिया. सो आई हैव कन्वर्टेड दैट 40 and 60 from kilometer per hour into meter per second. That's why I am multiplied by 5 upon 18. So 40 multiplied by 5 upon 18, you will get something around 100 by 9, that is 11.11. Similarly, you will do it for 60 km per hour, that is 60 into 5 by 18 is equal to 150 by 9. So 5 by 18 kya hai? If you have not understood, I have already explained in the same video and I am telling again. 5 by 18 is 1000 upon 3600, right? 1000 meters is there in 1 kilometer. So kilometer की जगह हमने 1000 लिया, 1000 meter, and हमने 36 seconds लिख दिया, right? Okay. Next is a car traveling with a speed of 20 km per hour comes to rest in 0.5 hours. This means रुक गई है, that is v is 0 in this case. So you will be 20 and v is 0 in this case. This is the example of retardation, right? So retardation means v minus u upon t. That is you have to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, but I'm not converting because they are not asked in the question. But at the end also you can convert this, right? Okay, like minus 40 kilometer per hour, you can write minus 40 into 8 by 15. So you can convert it at last also. So today we are going to do till here only, and in the next video we will come up with certain new topics. I hope you have understood. If you haven't, just watch it again carefully because this is the most important concept that we are that we have already covered in this chapter. So thank you. Stay safe, stay at home, and study well. Right. Thank you and have a nice day.